Do you like the way you look?
Yes.
Hello lovely humans, my name is Alfie and today we're going to be talking about ADHD. This is Maggie.
Hello.
Maggie is a Slytherin.
I'm not evil, I swear. I mean, if I made some, death jokes, perhaps it would come out. Okay, there's my Slytherin side.
We're going to be talking about this because it's a bit different. I haven't really covered this on my channel. I've talked about being queer and being accepting of those kind of identities, but we haven't really talked about being neurodiverse. Maggie and I have been diagnosed with ADHD. Basically, if you don't want to watch us just talking about our brains, then leave. Other than that, you can stay, make a cup of tea. We've got our hydration formula right here. I've got some questions.
What are you doing?
I don't know. ADHD stands for Attention Hyperactivity Deficit. No.
Deficit.
Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. It's also known as ADD, which is Attention Deficit Disorder. Would you say they're the same thing?
No. ADD, from what I've learned, there's no hyperactive traits, so it's more like inattentive traits.
I think I've heard a few people say I have ADHD without the hyperactivity. The H stands for hyperactivity, so I guess you're just saying you have ADD. More people know it as ADHD.
Yeah, totally. What I've been told by my psychologist is I think 3 types. Primarily inattentive, combined type, and then I think there's the hyperactive type. I guess it could be seen as a spectrum of severity and different types. But again, we're not psychologists. We've each got our own diagnoses.
That's always the question that comes up in all the YouTube videos I watch. Is ADHD real? Is ADHD real? And then the person's like, yes, it is real. Here's all the research. But then I haven't found a lot of decent research about adult ADHD.
No.
It's all about kids and their parents, so it's quite hard to...
There's a support page for New Zealand and it's run by the official ADHD association, the generic support page, but it seems to be taken over by parents, so they had to split it up again to have specifically support for adults, which is quite frustrating.
The group that we went to, which was a talk done by the Auckland group, which I didn't find very helpful because they were mainly talking about it as parents, but they didn't state that on their briefing card. They just said, yeah, it's for ADHD, but then the majority of people there, apart from Maggie and I and maybe one other person.
There's also a support group that happens fortnightly.
Oh yes, you did say that, but then we haven't gone to that, have we?
No we haven't. So what I've been told is the prefrontal cortex isn't as developed as people our age, so that can be stuff like forward thinking or emotional regulation, a whole bunch of things. For me, it's definitely memory and forward thinking. The feeling of being stupid, that's something that definitely pops up for me, and because I already have quite poor self-esteem, so it kind of feeds into that.
Anyway.
Experiences, but
when and how were you diagnosed? So basically I found out when I was getting enrolled for Youthline College. So you have your enrollment form and then there's this little bit at the bottom which is do you have any disabilities or mental illnesses and blah 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 blah, and there it was ADHD. Yeah, it was dumb because I didn't even develop strategies or anything. I just kind of knew that I had it and that was it. So that's how I found out, through an enrollment form. Thanks parents.
Surprise!
Surprise!
So I was diagnosed within the last year. How it came about was I was living in Brooklyn and my flatmate who has ADHD, he was talking about what it meant for him and all the traits and things that were difficult for him. And I was like, that sounds like me. That really sounds like me. And because I was having a lot of trouble with uni and stuff and I was failing a lot of papers and it was just a pretty bad time for me. So I was like, why not? I'm gonna refer myself. So I went to the Vic clinic, the psychology clinic up at Victoria University. Yeah, so they got back to me about 3 or 4 months later.
What a wait.
Yeah, I actually forgot that I had even referred myself, and they called me and said, oh,
who is this?
Yeah,
why are you calling me?
It went for about 3 months, the diagnosis. They looked at all of my school reports from the start of primary school to the end of college. So they had a look at that and they said it was quite evident in my reports. Things like easily distracted, doesn't finish tasks, has a unique way way of doing things.
Different. You see all these other kids painting with a paintbrush and then you're just like, yeah!
They even gave me like an award for finishing my homework.
They just
like,
invented it for you.
Yeah, pretty much. They never shoulder tapped me, they never approached me because I was very shy and reserved. I wasn't like causing trouble or running around, and that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to talk about it more, is because people have these ideas about what ADHD is, being like hyperactive boys, they cause a lot of trouble, and it's like so noticeable for them, whereas me, it wasn't, and it would have made my life so much easier if I had known earlier on. Thankfully, I was able to like rely on my intelligence to get me through primary school and college. When university hit, there was a lot more self-reliance that was needed, and
Motivation.
yeah.
A student loan, as much as that is a motivator, it's not enough.
So with my diagnosis, yeah, they looked at reports. They tested me, so they did a whole bunch of questions, and I'd have to rate how much it was me. So that was done. They spoke to people close to me, friends and family. They gave them the tests as well. It was really thorough. It went for, like 3 months. They spoke about all the stuff that was going on for me. Yeah, so then I had my diagnosis.
Does having ADHD limit your ability to work and learn? I even found like a Facebook status where it was 7 years ago, 7 years ago today, and it was something like, I've got nothing better to do, I might as well go to bed. And then someone from my school commented, you could be studying for your exams. Yeah, but that's not gonna happen.
I had a similar experience where it said like, I actually did homework today, pigs must be flying.
We're in Wellington at the moment, so we're so privileged to be in a place where we have facilities, rural areas. It's super hard to get diagnosed with anything. Even if you are on that cliff edge, it can be hard. Now it's time to plug those places.
I'm a volunteer with Youthline. I've been there for 5 years. Amazing.
It's a long time.
Yeah, they've got phone counselling, email, text, and web chat, and I've got a sticker on the back of my phone so I can remember the number. Free text 234 or call them on 0800 37 6633 if you're needing to talk to someone.